Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and a little in-depth go and show you guys what's really good about the MyGica ATV1200. So I'm just going to walk you guys through on what I like and what I don't like about this box. So let's just get into it. You can see the box itself is pretty compact and has all the connections that you need. I'm just going to go over everything. So from the front we do have the power button, that's a plus sign, and we do have, this is very shiny. Again, it gets scratchable very easily. You can see it right now that it has a lot of scratches. And once we go to the side, we do have all the nice indicators that this is for the internet and also its status bar. Once we connect it, you can see these are going to blink. Now this part is for the IR remote that comes with it. That's another plus sign that most of the boxes does not come with remote. Now the IR remote is pretty much very simple and you can use it. Again, remember that this is not a gyro remote, so you can move or maneuver everything on the screen. This is just created for us so we can use it and we can just navigate the way that they are set up, everything on the screen. If you want to use this on XBMC, this is a very nice remote. If you go to the side of the MyGica ATV1200, you can see that it does have 4 USB 2.0 ports. That means that you can not only connect one thumb drive or your external hard drive, you can connect up to 4 of them. It does have an regular SD card slot, so that way if you have a big camera, you want to take pictures, you can bring and you can put your pictures here or your videos and you can play it with the regular default movie player, or you can use the MX player. You can download it from the Google Play Store, and also you can use your XBMC to play your videos. It's a little bit tricky to find the slots inside of XBMC for the SD slot, but again, it's there. If we flip it in the back, we do have a big antenna, so that way we can connect to Wi-Fi. That way you're not going to lose any kind of power, and it can go a little bit further since we do have the antenna. Pretty good even if you have 2 bars. The next part is the Ethernet port. Yes, if you want to wire it, it will work a lot faster. And we do have the HDMI connector. That is how you can get your 1080p video out and to your big screen. The next part is the optical audio. So that way if you do have any kind of surround system like Yamaha or one of the other ones, you can use this and you will get an awesome sound out. I know that it's already outdated, but it's still there. Nowadays we are using just the HDMI for video and audio. The next part is the coaxial connection. We don't really use this anymore. We do have the regular RCA connection, which is the red, the white, and the yellow, so that we can connect it to 480i or 480p connections, and you can take picture out of it if you have an older type of TV. We also have the component connection, which is the red, the blue, and the green. So this way it will go as an analog but HD picture out to your TV. If you did run out of your HDMI connections on your big TV, don't worry, you can use these. Remember that this is 16 million colors, but again, this is an analog. I would not suggest you use it, but if you come across that you went somewhere and there's no other connections, you can use these. Only thing I gotta let you guys know is to have your cables with you. The next part is the power connector. Now the power bar is a little bit bulky. That's the only thing that it's a downfall. On the other side there's nothing. A lot of ventilation in the bottom. That's what we really want. It is not going to overheat at all. Alright, so on the first screen you're going to see this is the launcher that MyGica uses. Very nicely set up. You can see the MyGica logo on the top right hand side, and then we have the search on the top, and also we have date and time on the left hand side with Wi-Fi logo on the top. That means connected to the Wi-Fi, and also multitasking little logo. If you go in the bottom, this box do come with a lot of defaulted apps such as XBMC, Angry Birds, Advanced Task Manager, App Installer, also OTA Updater. One of the best parts that I really enjoy having is Amazon, Facebook, Netflix, YouTube is built in. Also Skype. I have been using MyGica ATV1200 for a little over 4 months. Now this is one of my main boxes that I use daily to not only stream videos online but also listen to some music. So let's just get into it and do some testing on how fast this box is. So what I did is I downloaded an app called Antutu Benchmark. Let's just launch it. Now I have already done some little search, so let's just get into it and show you what type of marks that we got. So we will go into detail. Right now, overall, with the general RAM 2D graphics and 3D graphics supported on games, we are getting 9,220 marks, which is okay for these type of boxes since this is a dual core. You can see that the software right now we're running is 4.1.2. The multitasking gets about 2,000 and in the runtime is about 976. And if we go down, there are more information about the 2D graphic and 3D graphic. We are right now, since I'm capturing this, we are on 720p, and that's why the numbers are a little bit off. But if we run it on 1080p, it will be a little bit higher. So let's just get out of this and let's go into one more, which is CPU Z. Now this will give us some information of what type of box this is. You can see that this is running the ARM Cortex A9 1.5 gigahertz. So that means it's a dual core. You can see it right here. And also the clock speed is on 48 megahertz, and you can see the cores are running right now up and down. The CPU load is right underneath of it. The GPU is multi 400 megapixel. So let's just get out of it and let's check one more thing, which will be the root checker. So if we launch it, it does say this device is root access. This will give us more access and to do more with this box. Now the last and not least, I want to launch XBM. The thing you can do is, if you do not want to have this screen in front of you all the time, you can go and get another launcher, just like what I have done. So I went ahead and I got the Go Launcher HD. It is free, and once you launch it, this is how it's going to be. So if you have a gyro remote, you can now maneuver and you can play anything you want. So if you have different screens, you can load it right here. With this launcher, you can also have folders. But again, if you want to go back to old MyGica launcher, you just have to click home and automatically just takes you back. So you do not have to fight between which launcher is going to be the main one. So overall, I would recommend this box to everyone. It is very steady, very nicely working, and I haven't heard that many complain about this box. Everybody that I talk to really likes this box, and it works like charm. There are some apps that we will be adding to this box, something like AirPlay, which you can use your iDevices to AirPlay your videos and pictures on this box on the big screen. But again, for the meantime, this is my review. I hope you guys like my video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment on the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is xctechs.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and other social networking places, and thank you.